Hi! Today I'm going to show you how to make an elegant, clean and simple Christmas card using the Every Good Wish stamp set from the 2017 Stampin' Up! Holiday Catalog. Welcome to StampingSmiles.com. I'm Shelley Godbee, the owner and CEO of Stamping Smiles, and for 16 years I've been teaching others how to create their own hand-stamped smiles. I use gold for all of my accents for my elegant, clean and simple card, but stick around to the end because I'm going to show you the same card in silver. Here's a closer view of the Every Good Wish stamp set. We're going to be using the Peace, Love, and Joy stamp today, and you also have the Be Merry. These both are called reverse image stamps, and I'll explain that as I'm demonstrating it. And what I like about this stamp set is we also have sentiments for the inside of our cards too. So let's get started. I have some very vanilla cardstock, and we're going to be embossing today with the gold Stampin' Emboss powder. So we need to prepare our cardstock, and what I mean by that is the embossing powder is going to stick to whatever's wet, and we want to stick to the VersaMark ink and not any oil we have in our fingers. So to help prevent that, we're going to use the Embossing Buddy and just rub over your cardstock, and you do this before you do any stamping, and that eliminates most, if not all of it. Okay, so I've got the Peace, Love, and Joy stamp and the VersaMark ink. This is a pigment ink. It stays wet for a long time, great for embossing. And so I'm going to turn my stamp up so I can just really press this pad into here good. And you know, the only way to see this would be to turn up in the light to see that it's wet, you know, that it's shiny. But okay, so we've got this really covered really well. So let's put this away for now. And let's stamp towards the center. We're going to end up die cutting this when we're done, so let's just get towards the center. And press everywhere for a really good stamped image, because look how solid that is around it. Okay, so the reverse image stamps, what happens is, can't see much of anything now at all, even if I tilt in the light. I mean, I can see it. Reverse image means the ink, anything that's black is what's going to be inked, okay? And so the image is going to be whatever color. Our greetings can be the color of our cardstock. Really cool. Let me demonstrate. So we've got it inked, but it's going to be a lot more obvious once we sprinkle on our gold Stampin' Emboss powder. I just have a paper plate to capture the excess embossing powder as we sprinkle this on. Okay, this is truly my favorite part. Watch, when you do this, and the embossing powder clings. And isn't that cool? So now you can see what I'm talking about, that reverse image. It's whatever was dark took the ink. Okay, so I must not have come down here. I'm going to be cutting that off anyway, so I'll be okay. I must not have come all the way down. I just have a simple little paintbrush to get that off. Like I said, I don't need to. I know I won't be going down that low. And then the other thing to do is just tap it to get off any excess too. All right, and so those splatters, those are on purpose. They're supposed to be there. So right now this is just powdery. We need to melt the powder, and to do that we're going to use the heat tool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So the first setting is to dry ink. The second one, here's the first, and then the second is to melt the embossing powder. So I hold it on here. Keep your fingers out of the way. It's very intense heat. I hold it until I see the powder turn from, well, the powdery, there we go, look at that, to the shiny gold. Oh, it's just like magic watching it sweep across and transform that. Oh, love it, love it, love it. Embossing is why I'm a stamper. I was just so intrigued by the whole thing. Actually, when it just stuck, the powder stuck to the paper, she had me there. She had me at the stuck powder. Okay, so we got it all over. Once it's melted, stop. You can overheat it. All right, and actually burn your cardstock. So then I just tilt in the light, make sure nothing is powdery, because if anything was powdery, I could just still go back and, okay, I think it looks just maybe a tad bit right here. I can always go back and finish it. And I've even done that the next day. You know, you think you're just done for the night, you walk away, and I come back and I'm like, ooh, I could still finish it the next day. It's a very cool technique. So now we're going to go ahead and die cut this with the Layering Circles Framelits dies. I've got my Big Shot die cutting machine, and because I'm going to want to center my Peace, Love, and Joy in one of the Layering Circles Framelits dies and hold it in place, I've got the magnetic platform. Use this with your thin metal dies. Okay, and so we need to build the sandwich. This is the start of it. Then we need a cutting pad, and then our Very Vanilla cardstock we just embossed in that beautiful gold, and then our circle die. That ridge, that's the cutting edge. We're going to put that down. And, okay, there we go. It's a little bit warped, our cardstock. There we go. It's clinging. Okay, so I want to make sure, I'm not going to get the full image. I'm not going to get all of the splatter. That's okay. But what I'm looking is to make sure I'm getting the words, and those are pretty centered in there. My Peace and my Joy, they have about an equal amount, the top and bottom. Then to finish our sandwich, we have another cutting pad. I'm going to go ahead and crank this right through. 3,000 pounds of pressure, and look what we get. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So glad I'll have to try to cut those by hand. And then part of the design, I decided to have a layer with the gold foil sheets. And so for this one, I'm going to use one of the scallop circle dies, also included, I don't know if I showed you these well, the Layering Circles Framelits dies. Look at all of those dies. So again, that cutting edge. Now, go ahead and cut your gold foil sheets to as close a size as you'd like, because anything excess may get etched and it'll just waste them. So I cut down my foil sheets, okay? All right, so we'll go ahead and crank that right through too. And there we go. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And so this is going to layer right in here and just give us a little hint of color. Another one of our gold accents. So we've got our 2 die cut pieces. Let's go ahead and adhere those together. And to do that, I'm going to use the mini glue dots because this is a shiny surface, okay? And I want an extra sticky adhesive. So we'll take them out of the box, peel it back until we can see, there we go, in the light, we can see the dots. And let's take the cardstock to the dots. We don't want to touch them if it's at all avoidable, because we don't want to take away from that extreme stickiness. So I'm going to use 4 to hold this down. Okay, and center right on here. Oh, isn't this pretty? That little bit of gold was just what I wanted. I'll show you, because what we're going to do next. I thought I was going to put the Very Vanilla right onto the next piece, but then changed my mind. Okay, there we go. And our next piece, look at this. This is one of the gold snowflakes from the foil snowflakes from the 2017 Stampin' Up! Holiday Catalog. Isn't that fantastic? They come in gold and silver. Okay, so instead of just putting on flat, boy, you know, this is going to be a very simple card, but very elegant with the choice of colors and the gold embossing. And but what an easy way to step it up with these foam adhesive dots. Okay, perfect. I think 3 will be just enough. And so if you press down with your thumbnail, and your fingernails do not need to be long for that little trick, but look, it makes those edges pop up, so it's easy to get those off. Okay, 1 more. Perfect. So let's go ahead and center that right on here. Isn't this beautiful? And like I said, quick and easy. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to put this on a Very Vanilla note card and envelope. This is our card base, and these are with the Very Vanilla thick cardstock, so look how sturdy that is. Fantastic. And right here in the center. And so I wanted to do something more to dress it up. Really simple step. We're going to emboss again. This little splatter stamp, it's included with it. I thought, well, I cut off some of my splatter, but so how about we get some of it onto the card base? So we're going to emboss to keep the look the same. So we need to prepare our cardstock again. And I like to stamp on a flat surface, so let's open that up. And so our Embossing Buddy again, and rub this on here. And right there, whoops, and right there, there we go, good. And so back again with the VersaMark ink. And for my placement, I went ahead and just sat that here for just a moment. Okay, because, you know, I thought I might get way too far out. I want them to be coming out from underneath like it's part of that design. So I'm going to come up over here and move that out of my way. There we go. And then Same idea over here. Not looking for any kind of perfection. Let's turn it so we don't have the identical splatter. Perfect. And so now you know what to do, right? We're going to use our gold emboss powder again. Sprinkle this on. And my favorite part, right, is where it clings to it. Okay. Oh, looking good. Maybe a little bit right there. That's the cool thing. You can always add more. Oh, look, and see what a great job that Embossing Buddy did. It looks like it's sticking only to what I want it to, the splatter. Oh, looking very, very good. Okay, let me show you real quickly. See, once I have my paper plate, you can then just make a little funnel and get it right back into the jar. And one of these little jars, that'll last you a good while. You can do quite a bit of embossing with that. All right, so let's bring back our heat tool and melt this. Okay, while we're doing this, let me tell you about the Very Vanilla note cards and envelopes. During the World Card Making Day special that runs through October 10th, 2017 only, you save 15% on these. So, boy, savings are fun, and what a nice time-saving thing for your Christmas cards that they're already cut and scored for you. All right, that's looking good. Okay, so when you emboss, it warps the cardstock a little bit. We're just going to heat the back side. There we go. And take that warp out of there. Fantastic. All right, so here we go. I think I got a little bit of, just want to wipe off some of that powder. And so look, when we put this right over, oh, I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. So I need a good strong adhesive to hold all that down. And I'm going to use the Fast Fuse adhesive. And when I say Very Vanilla note cards and envelopes, it includes the envelopes. So you get the envelopes. And this finished card size, the folded card size, is 3.5 by 5. That is the smallest size card you can mail. Okay, that's the smallest envelope they'll accept. Oh, let's turn that. I want my Peace, Love, and Joy to be straight. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then for a finishing touch, look at this beautiful ribbon. We've got, oh, the name just slipped my mind, but I know this. It's edged in gold. Help me. Metallic edge ribbon. It's 3/8 inch. Look at that. So this is in Very Vanilla and gold. Beautiful. You know what's nice about this? When you tie it, that same gold edge is on either side, so you don't have to worry about trying to flip it around. So I just made a little bow, just tied a little bow, and then again with the mini glue dot. So let's come back and right on the center of that bow, let's press on here. There we go. And bring it up and over into here. Actually, I think I'd like if that were just a little bit smaller. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. Let's trim that down a little bit. There we go. Oh, look at that. Isn't that a sweet, sweet accent? And after you trim the tails, it'll look a lot more like this. Isn't that beautiful? Elegant, clean, and simple. Okay, and I promised to show it to you in silver too. Are you ready? Here we go. And so we did the Whisper White note cards and envelopes and did this in silver instead. And you can get that same metallic edge ribbon in silver. And then the silver, or the snowflakes, the foil snowflakes come in silver and gold, and they're from the holiday catalog. So same card, and boy, I'm a gold girl, but once I did it in silver, it's like, I don't know if I can choose which one I like best. You have to leave a comment for me under the video and tell me which one you liked best. And I'll have a link to my blog post with all of the measurements. Oh, and the Fast Fuse adhesive that we use, this awesome adhesive, I've got to tell you about this. Because again, through October 10th, 2017, only, when you purchase a Fast Fuse adhesive, I love this stuff. It really holds my cards together. One of my stampers called and said, what adhesive did you use on that card you sent me? She says, nothing is lifting up. It's great. And I said, the Fast Fuse. So when you purchase a Fast Fuse adhesive, you get 150% product bonus. You're going to get 2 refills for free. Fabulous. Stock up. This is the time. If you've been wanting to try it, great time to try it. And if you already love it and know it, do like I did. order while we can get so daggum much for free. Okay, so anyway, here we have our elegant, clean and simple, Every Good Wish Christmas card. If you'd like to make my elegant, clean and simple Every Good Wish card in gold, silver, or perhaps both, all the supplies are listed under the video and available to order in my online store at www.shopwithshelly.com. I'm Shelly Godby, teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles. Thanks for watching.